again. What is good with all y'all, man? So, if this title looks very familiar to y'all who watch the podcast, the Boom Chaos podcast with me and Amir, y'all know that me and him spoke about a female Mount Rushmore. Now, this topic very much intrigued me because I wanted to do my research and actually find out who the best 4 female rappers were for the 2010s decade. And honestly, I got some very interesting finds. I got my 4, but I also found out some pretty interesting revelations about a couple other female rappers that y'all probably would like to know about. Now, first things first, man, go ahead and get vocal in that comment section. Tell me how y'all feel about the 4 women that y'all are about to see here. I'm pretty sure 2 of them are pretty obvious, but the other 2 probably not so much. Speaking of which, I think it's only fair that I tell y'all who ran for the 2010s. Now, some of these names may be pretty shocking. So, running for the 2010s decade, we have Nicki Minaj, of course, Iggy Azalea, Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Kim, Cardi B, Remy Ma, Azalea Banks, Lil Kim, Dej Loaf, Doja Cat, Saweetie, Missy Elliott, Trina, Lizzo, Rashida, Diamond, if y'all have heard of her, and Eve. Now, let me tell y'all the significance of the couple of people that I named off here. Y'all probably don't even know who the fuck Diamond is, but when I look back and I looked at specific years, there were a set few amount of females that were making noise for specific years, and Diamond was making noise back in 2011 and 2010. So that's where she comes from. Now, Lizzo is not really a rapper, but she qualifies for the reason that people like to say that she's a rapper, and of course she made noise back in 2019 and 2018, so she's good for those years. 2019 and 2020, to be fair. Trina is really a 2000s rapper, but she did have a resurgence in like 2014, 2010, 2011. Saweetie, I'm not sure why he's here, but she has had tons of mainstream success. Doja Cat's another tweener with the genres. Eve, another 2000s rapper. Rashida is another 2000s rapper. Trina, I already spoke of her. Missy Elliott had a little resurgence for a second. Dej Loaf was pretty big from her XXL year, and like 2 years after that, she was pretty relevant. 2019 again, actually, it was 2 years, and then the 2019. Azalea Banks was pretty big for a second, possibly 2013 to about 2015. Megan is pretty obvious, she's pretty big right now. Remy Ma was pretty big, returning in 2016 all the way up to about 2020. Iggy was big in 2015 and 2016. 2019 as well was a pretty decent year for Iggy Azalea. Cardi B's been big since she's really entered the scene. Nicki's obvious, But speaking of Nicki, I had to go back and look at how much competition Nicki Minaj actually had. And of course, what I found was pretty fucking funny, to say the least. Now, you may know some of these rappers, you may not know some of these rappers, but this was Nicki Minaj's direct competition from 2010 all the way up to 2015. We have Esther Dean,
what?
Lil Kim, Trina, Symphonique,
what?
Diamond,
what?
Lola Monroe,
what?
Brianna Perry,
what?
Azalea Banks, Rashida,
what?
Eve, Rai Rai,
what?
Angel Hayes, Charlie Baltimore,
what?
Iggy Azalea, Dej Loaf, Tink, and Missy Elliott. Now, of all the rappers that I named off, I know about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 girls. I know 11 of these girls. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 girls here. So I know a good bulk of the girls here, but here's the kicker. here's the kicker. Of the women I named off, 5 of those women hail from the 2000s decade. So, you have, and mind you, this is just up to from 2010 to 2015. So, I excluded the likes of Remy Ma and Cardi B and such like that. So, yeah, when a piece of your competition is Missy Elliott, who really ran the 2000s, Eve, who was another 2000s rapper who kind of came back for a small at a time to, try to stay in the game, I guess. Rashida, who is on Love and Hip Hop, by the way. Trina, who I actually have another revelation about. Trina has had the most second chances in the rap game than probably any other female rapper. She's always like almost there to be the top like female rapper back in the 2000s, and even the time she ran up against Nicki, honestly. And then Lil Kim, of course, is the last one from the 2000s, and we all know how that went. Lil Kim did not have a decent career in the 2010s. The 2000s and the 90s was really Lil Kim's bread and butter, and really after 2010 it really just got really bad for Lil Kim. So yeah, yeah. Who don't I know? Of course, Symphonique, Diamond, Lola Monroe, Brianna Perry, Rai Rai, Charlie Baltimore. Like who? Esther Dean. Who the fuck are they? Who are they? Nicki Minaj ran up against a couple of, I say, there were a few heavy hitters. I'd say Nicki's best competition here, of all the women that you see, quite possibly is either Missy Elliott, Dej Loaf. Like, when Iggy Azalea is amongst the best competition that you had from 2010 to 2015, that really starts to open eyes. Female rap would have been absolutely obsolete without Nicki Minaj. And I'm giving her credit for being very dominant, but being dominant as a rapper. Not dominant amongst her genre, like the female genre. Let's be honest here. Of all the women we named here, can you name an album? Can you name a project from any of these women that you didn't know? Of course you can't, because you don't know who the fuck they are. I can name something from Missy. I can't name shit from Tink. I could barely name something from Dej Loaf. I can name something from Iggy. I can't name anything from Angel Hayes, nor Eve, nor Rashida, nor Azalea Banks. I could probably name something from Trina, and I could definitely name something from Lil Kim. But let me tell you something. Most of those women that I can name something from, again, came from the 2000s. These are women that are on their way out the rap game and about to enjoy life after the game, they're done. These are women that are fucking, this is like comparing Michael Jordan to playing against a bunch of fucking plumbers. Like, this is exactly what the fuck that is. Nicki Minaj, compared to all of the women I just named, is like fucking serving Gordon Ramsay a fucking Wagyu steak compared to a steaming pile of fucking $2 steak shit. That's exactly what that's compared to. That's like fucking, that's like being used to driving a Ferrari, but now the rest of these women are like driving a Fiat 500. Like, that's not what, like, this is crazy. These women do not stack up to Nicki in the slightest, and even compared to what Nicki was probably a very established female rapper up to like 2013. So really 3 years of that was her asserting her dominance. 2 years of that was like, I'm just gonna breeze through. From 2016 and up, Nicki really started to lose her edge. And that's a good segue into the official Mount Rushmore. Kicking this one off, of course, the top head, the first head you think of when we're talking about female rap is, of course, Nicki Minaj, because her name is synonymous with the 2010s. Now, it's quite debatable. Amir said that he would consider Nicki Minaj for the fourth head on the Mount Rushmore of 2010s rap in general. And honestly, I wouldn't argue that. I would say Future, probably, but I mean, Nicki Minaj is not a bad option either, and it's because that her music really carried weight. Like, you couldn't think of the 2010s without really thinking about Nicki Minaj and everything that she's done. Her impact, her dominance, her greatness carried on and became stronger throughout the years. And when I bring up her competition, okay, this is not truly to slight her, but then again, it is to bring caution to how great you want to think Nicki Minaj is. See, Barbs are going to ignore that and be like, oh, it doesn't matter, we love her music. But again, I, as a music consumer, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to feel kind of because it's like, when you compare yourself to other women, there really isn't really too many women to compare yourself to. Like, everyone else was weak and you were really the most heavily pushed, the stronger one. There was no other. Like, today, female rappers are getting pushed like crazy. Back in the day, only Nicki Minaj was getting pushed up until maybe Iggy Azalea came out, and then Dej Loaf and Tink, and that was that. These Brianna Perry's and these Symphoniques and these Eves and shit, they weren't getting pushed. No one knew who the fuck they were. You know what I'm saying? Double XL wasn't talking about these women. Nothing was going on with them. But despite that, Nicki Minaj still is a very good rapper. Let's not get that shit confused. She is a very good rapper. It's just when we talk about the dominance thing, you have to weigh caution, because again, it's kind of there. It's kind of shaky. But Nicki Minaj did dominate the fuck out of the 2010s, all the way up probably until 2017. 16, I'll say she kind of started to lose her crown. Like, she wasn't officially, like, the best female rapper anymore. It was kind of like a toss-up, like, you could now think about it, because now you have Remy Ma, and now you have Cardi B, and more female MCs kind of in the way of her dominance. So Nicki Minaj, of course, is going to take this top crown, and it's obvious that she takes this one. It's not even a question that she takes this one. Her name itself, talking about female rap, it is just synonymous. When you think of music, you think of guys like, Michael Jackson, Elvis, and the Beatles and stuff like that, and Drake. When you say female rap, the synonymous name should be Lauryn Hill, Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott. This is why she's here. But on to the second head, which is Cardi B. Now, this one was also obvious. Cardi B enters the game in 2016, end of 2016, going on 17. She drops Bodak Yellow, and from there on, she really turns into a phenomenon. She turns into a superstar. She is the only female rapper with a diamond song. She is the only female rapper with a diamond certified. Like, just think about that, man. She's been in the game for as long as She's been in the game for a cup of coffee, and here she is with this dominance. You know what I'm saying? It really makes you think how quick she can assert herself as the best female rapper of all time. And honestly, there is a chance that can happen. See, you don't really just measure the best by just their ability, because both of these women have ability. It's undeniable. But on top of both of these women having ability, both of these women have success, immense amounts. And Cardi B is quickly becoming one of the most successful rappers of all time. It's just evident that you have to say stuff like that, because it's taken Nicki Minaj from 2010 until like 2014 for everyone to realize, yeah, this is her. Like, she ain't going nowhere. And in 2014, Nicki Minaj really had a run to be the best overall rapper. But she definitely was the best female rapper. By 2014, everyone knew that Nicki Minaj was going to be a mainstay. Really, in 2010, they probably knew she was going to be a mainstay, but that's beyond me. Cardi B, from 2016 to now, we already know that Cardi B is going to always be in the upper echelon of whoever's being talked about in the game. And now Cardi B's name is so big. When you bring up female rappers, when you bring up great female rappers, it now is synonymous with the name Nicki, Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, and now Cardi B enters that conversation. And it doesn't matter if her subject matter is weak. It's the success that she brings. It's the attention she brings to the genre. It is the overall marketability and the skill. And she has immense talent in all three of these areas. It is quite evident that Cardi B is the second head. And honestly, this was not a shock at all. But this third head, not too much of a shock, but then again, it should kind of draw a little bit of caution. We got Megan Thee Stallion for the third head. Now, this is kind of, I'm going to say it's kind of sad that two rappers that accompany this list, one blew up in 2017, the other one blew up in 2019. 2019 was 2 years ago. 2016 or 17 was 4 years ago. This is not good because the first head on here blew up exactly at 2010. So this is kind of disappointing for the rap, female rap, genre as a whole. It's like, wow, like how the fuck is realistically a rookie one of the best ones out? It's like if we were talking about sports and basketball and I said Luka Doncic was already like a fucking top 10 point guard of all time, or shooting guard, or whatever fucking position he classifies himself as. But it's like that. It's like saying a rookie now enters the conversation because, oh shit, like he's just doing big shit right now. But Megan Thee Stallion actually has claim to this. See, she actually does have some weight to her name. Upon entering the game, she has been nominating for tons of awards, have already won tons of fucking awards, and have even been named the best female rapper of 2020. She really was named the best rapper overall, but not only was she named the best rapper overall of 2020, in 2019, she wound up taking away the crown of best female rapper. And it was quite undoubtable that Megan Thee Stallion would have took this because she was a hot rapper. She was fresh out the gates, and you know what I'm saying, she offered something at the time. It sounded new. Now it kind of sounds like the rest of the pile, but we know that now. Cardi B is in this same era as Megan Thee Stallion, and Megan Thee Stallion still wound up taking the crown. It's funny because Megan and Cardi wound up making an anthem together, and that song went #1. So that really shows you how much weight both of those women can hold together. All these women have #1s. Cardi, of course, having the most with 5. Megan Thee Stallion having, I believe, is 2, and Nicki Minaj now having 2. So Megan being here is it's a reason to shake your head, but then again, what can you do? When you got Brianna Perry and Symphonique and Eve and Missy Elliott running in the 2010s, you don't seem to have a lot to pick from. But I will give Megan Thee Stallion this: she is definitely one of the more skilled rappers of all the female rappers that I've named today. She definitely can rap. She definitely can spit. So definitely don't think I'm just putting her on here because there's not enough options. That's kind of the reason. But then again, Megan Thee Stallion was officially the best rapper in her genre as a female rapper for about, I'll say a year, 2 years if you want to be technical. Who knows if she's the best this year? I'm gonna say no, but that title probably would go to Cardi B. So Cardi B's stock would then rise. Who knows? Maybe Cardi B could be better than Nicki Minaj one day. Maybe Megan Thee Stallion could be better than them both. gotta wait and see. But hey, let's get on to this fourth head. Now, this one is gonna fucking surprise y'all, but I had to do a lot of research. I had to sit here and really listen and really look at who held heavy fucking weight for the 2010s. And of course, this one probably is gonna shock y'all, and this is one I actually dismissed during the podcast, but now that I've done my research, it actually is exactly who Amir said. And this fourth head is indeed the rival of Nicki Minaj, Remy Ma. Yeah, this one absolutely should shock the fuck out of y'all. Now, you're looking at this big four, and you see Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and Remy Ma. One of these rappers hails from the 2000s decade. For Remy Ma to have came back in 2016, officially stifle Nicki Minaj as the best female rapper, and actually take away an award in 2016, the same year she returned, that gives you weight. That gives you a reason to be here. Remy Ma is definitely one of the best rappers overall, but she's definitely one of the best fucking female rappers of all time. And given how intense and how I'll say I want to use a good word, because I'm not just gonna I don't want to sell Nicki short, but I'm trying to give Remy Ma props without making the barbs feel like I'm just sucking her off in spite of Nicki Minaj. That's not what it is. See, Missy Elliott and Remy Ma really were like the Kendrick and the Drake of the 2010s. They really played, they were really going back and forth with who the best female rapper was. Missy Elliott really taking the crown over Remy Ma, but Remy Ma, of course, was the Vegeta to Missy Elliott's Goku. And honestly, as far as the 2010s go, the obvious Goku is, of course, Nicki Minaj. If I had to choose a Vegeta here, it'd probably be Cardi B, and then, the Piccolo would have to go to probably fucking Megan Thee Stallion. And then the undoubted, Gohan or Trunks or whatever the fuck, if y'all watch Dragon Ball Z, I'm guessing, I don't know, y'all want to tell me whose power level's higher. Remy Ma surprisingly takes this one because upon returning in 2016, she actually carried her weight up until probably about 2019, and that's kind of impressive for a 2000 rapper to just, one, get out of prison and then come back, diss the best female rapper in the game at the time, and then take that crown as the best female rapper, and then and be in the running for best female rapper up until 2019. And now you've got rappers like Sweetie around and shit like that, and it's like, oh boy, where the fuck is Remy Ma at? But this Mount Rushmore, it was fun discovering who exactly was the best female rapper or the best female rappers in the game. Nicki Minaj's competition really just opens your fucking eyes, man. It really makes you think, like, damn, like where did the time go? Like, what the fuck? How do we not know these people that you supposedly was just dusting? And maybe Nicki Minaj was just so great that those people became even more obsolete, because that happens sometimes. Sometimes you could be so good, other people are just even more boring. Who knows? Maybe if Nicki Minaj wasn't around, Symphonique would be the best female rapper right now. Okay, I can't say that with a straight fucking face. Maybe Lola Monroe would be the best female rapper. Hell, who knows? Maybe Brianna fucking Perry would be the best female rapper right now. Probably Trina, probably, you know what I'm saying? Someone will come out the woodworks, but then again, you never fucking know. It would probably alternate. If Nicki Minaj wasn't around, you'd have even more contenders for that crown. But then again, with Nicki Minaj here, it gave the female, rappers a reason to bust their ass more, because this is a woman who has been unanimously the best female rapper for about fucking 6 years now. And it's like, oh shit, well, somebody's got to fucking overtake her. And it made it interesting because in 2016, it felt so fresh to see someone just return from the ashes and Blaze, someone who was just hot at the time. I'm sure I'm going to make so many barbs mad with adding Remy Ma, but the selection is puzzling to some, but to me, it had to have happened. Of course, behind her was, you're not gonna believe this, but if I didn't put Remy fucking Ma, I would have to have put Iggy fucking Azalea. So yeah, Remy fucking Ma takes this one unanimously. And there you guys go, the 4 on the fucking Mount Rushmore for female rap. Undoubted Nicki and Cardi, the confusing Megan, and the shocking, surprising, fucking incomparable Remy Ma. 2 rivals of Nicki Minaj, 1 rookie. You know what I'm saying? It is a fucking clusterfuck on that list. Let me tell you right now. I'm debating whether or not I want to do the men's, but then again, I think the 3 are fucking obvious. But it might be fun to find out who the contenders are. So, look out for that video. You know what I'm saying? Could happen, could not happen. You know, y'all tell me if y'all want that to happen in the comment section below. But beyond any case, man, you already know what it is. Vibe. Have a good time. And I will see y'all later, man. Peace out. Hit that outro.
Get batshit dirty old twat. 69 assholes tied in a knot. Hooray! Lizard shit. Fuck!